It looks like Emma Meesseman is making serious moves toward a WNBA return, and the buzz is growing louder about her potentially joining the IndianaFever, the same team DeWanna Bonner recently walked away from. It's a plot twist straight out of a sports drama, with Bonner quitting mid-season, thinking she was making a power play, only to see the team she left become one of the most exciting franchises in the league thanks to the meteoric rise of CaitlinClark. Now Meesseman, a former WNBA Finals MVP, is considering Indiana as a landing spot, and the timing couldn't be more ironic. Bonner, once a champion herself, now finds herself on the outside looking in, while Meesseman is being courted by title contenders. It's wild to think Bonner left what she assumed was a sinking ship, only to watch that very team turn things around spectacularly without her. Sources across the league suggest Meesseman is being targeted by several top franchises like Minnesota, New York, and Phoenix, but the Fever are very much in that conversation. A recent article published by Annie Costabile has sent shockwaves through the fan base, diving deep into the contrasting trajectories of Meesseman and Bonner, and it's exactly the kind of drama that has fans glued to updates. The whole ordeal underscores how fast fortunes can shift in professional sports. Bonner's decision to quit mid-season didn't just raise eyebrows. It raised serious concerns about her professionalism. No trade request. No attempt to resolve things internally. Just a sudden walkout, which looked more like a tantrum than a calculated move. Meanwhile, Meesseman, widely respected around the league, is evaluating her options with care. The IndianaFever have emerged as a legitimate contender and an appealing destination, largely because of their strong young core, bolstered by CaitlinClark's presence. Meesseman would be a massive addition. Her game perfectly fits today's WNBA, a versatile big who can pass, shoot, defend, and lead. She's the kind of floor-spacing, high-IQ veteran that makes an immediate impact both on and off the court. And let's be honest, if she joins the Fever, it won't just help the team, it'll also fast-track Clark's development by giving her a battle-tested, veteran teammate who understands the nuances of winning at the highest level. Clark's presence alone has already raised the Fever's profile, but Meesseman could be the missing piece that truly elevates them into championship contention. On the flip side, Bonner can't even get a workout. Teams have grown cautious, with insiders revealing that her abrupt exit from Indiana has damaged her standing around the league. Reputation is everything in the WNBA, a close-knit league where word travels fast. Walking out mid-season isn't just seen as a bad move, it's a potential red flag about a player's character and reliability. The contrast between Bonner and Meesseman couldn't be starker. One walked out when things got tough. The other is evaluating where she can help build something meaningful. The fallout is hitting Bonner hard. While she likely assumed teams would line up for her services, reality has proven otherwise. It turns out that stats don't mean much when team chemistry and leadership are at stake. This isn't just about basketball, it's about the culture you bring with you. What's fascinating here is how Indiana's management stayed composed. They didn't scramble or make impulsive decisions after Bonner's exit. Instead, they stayed the course, focused on building a sustainable culture, and as a result, they've become a magnet for elite talent. That's how professional organizations are supposed to operate. If Meesseman chooses Indiana, it would be a masterstroke. She brings size, passing, shooting, and championship-level defense, all of which would elevate the Fever from a promising young team to a serious threat. Her addition would open up spacing for Clark, offer elite decision-making in half-court sets, and bring a level of maturity that's impossible to overstate. And for Indiana's coaching staff, integrating someone like Meesseman would allow them to diversify their schemes and exploit mismatches more effectively. Meanwhile, Bonner remains teamless, possibly watching from her living room while her former teammates prepare to make a deep playoff run. From a public perception standpoint, this is a total backfire. She likely believed her departure would spark interest from teams hoping to tap into her championship pedigree. Instead, it only exposed questions about her commitment. The Fever's evolution is emblematic of how quickly narratives can shift. Once a franchise that players wanted out of, now it's a destination. Credit to Clark, of course. Her arrival has transformed the marketability and appeal of the team. But credit also goes to management for building the right environment. And if Meesseman becomes part of that ecosystem, it sends a strong signal to the entire league that Indiana is here to compete. The impact would stretch beyond basketball. Ticket sales, merchandise, and TV ratings would likely surge. Fever games are already must-see TV thanks to Clark's stardom. But adding a finals MVP to the mix would be the ultimate endorsement of the franchise's growth. Meesseman's presence could draw in even more fans, energize the locker room, and solidify the team as one of the most balanced rosters in the league. And let's not forget the symbolic aspect. Replacing a player who quit with a player who embodies professionalism, dedication, and winning. It's almost poetic. It also serves as a cautionary tale. Bonner's exit wasn't just a roster move, it was a statement. But it turns out it may have been the wrong one. She left thinking she was elevating herself, only to watch her former team climb without her. That has to be difficult to process. This story also shines a light on how important culture is in team sports. Meesseman is the kind of player who builds bridges, who makes other players better, and who understands the sacrifice and discipline required to win. Bonner, unfortunately, chose the opposite route. Now she's being reminded that in the WNBA, where every decision echoes across the league, actions have consequences. If this move happens, it will complete a stunning reversal for the Fever, going from losing a veteran to gaining a better one, who actually wants to be there, is an outcome any franchise would dream of. And the fan base? They're loving every second of it. Indiana supporters have endured a lot over the years, and now they're seeing the fruits of long-term vision and patience. The buzz is real, and it's only getting louder. Hollywood buzzing has been covering every twist and turn, and fans are eating it up. From the locker room to social media, this potential signing has become the hottest topic of conversation. Even neutral fans are watching this unfold like it's must-see TV. And can you blame them? This isn't just a sports story, it's a human story. It's about loyalty, timing, pride, and regret. The sharp contrast between a player like Meesseman, who has done everything the right way, and Bonner, who chose to walk out, makes this an unforgettable saga. If Meesseman suits up for the Fever, it will cement Indiana's status as one of the league's premier destinations. For Bonner, it would serve as a painful reminder that no one is bigger than the team. She may have thought she was making a bold move, but instead, she cleared the path for someone objectively more valuable to take her place. And maybe that's the ultimate irony, that by quitting, Bonner unintentionally made Indiana better. Sometimes subtraction really is addition. The Fever have flipped the narrative and are now firmly in the driver's seat. And as for Bonner, she's learning that in professional sports, especially a tight-knit league like the WNBA, your choices define you. This one defined her, and not in the way she hoped.